Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. Last time, we completed the first optional dungeon, the Desert. This time, we're going to dive into the second one. This one is through the subconscious domain Summer, and in order to get here, just warp into the subconscious domain, head right for 2 screens, and then head up. You'll have to fight one enemy, which falls down very, very quickly now, and we can unlock this one. This one leads us to something quite different from the desert we went to last time. Still has cool music though. This is the factory. I'm not sure if this is a generic setup or a like a callback to all of these types of areas that we ran into in Xenogears. Like the desert was an obvious callback to Xenogears Dunman Isle. This one's not so obvious, but I'm not sure if it's even intended that way or if they just needed a setting. Anyway, let's show off some of the new things that I've learned. I learned new things, and I actually learned different things for different characters. Shion got Focus 2 and lost Agility because she's going to be casting nothing but spells. And Focus 2 so she can get EP back because she's going to need it. Everyone else got Overload because Overload is so good for normal battles. Now, that's pretty much like, I'll probably get some of these other ones. If you're low on skill points or special points or whatever they're called in this game, I would go and fight the final boss over again and kill him on the skill bonus slot. Hopefully you get ×4, ×10. You get shit tons of points. A lot easier to do it that way. There's probably other ways of doing it as well, but not at this point in the game. There's some better ones later on. But anyway, let's show off what the first party here can do against these guys. Now, the enemies we're going to be fighting here, I think there's like 4 main enemies that we fight here. Or, no, there's a 5th one that I always forget about.
Show you what a real battle
but they're
like.
pretty much the only enemies we're going to be encountering for the rest of the game. And with this party, what you're looking for is you're just looking for their weaknesses, not their break zones. I will go over their break zones with the other party when we get there, but this first fight, I just want to show off how abusing the hell out of Shion is a great idea for these extra dungeons because they're really difficult enemies with lots of HP. Alright, so this first guy is weak to Thunder. The second one is you're weak to ice, but you're not strong against thunder. And since you have more HP, I am just going to use Thunder Sword. So, Thunder Sword, and, well, we'll let a turn go by, and then we'll boost her on the skill bonus slot. Now, another thing you can do is you can have her have another turn and move in beside. The other thing I like to do is if some of the other characters get a turn before Shion, I use them to cast Boost 1, and then I boost Shion, so that she's going to have, keep the boost count up. Now, I do not have Ether Burst on right now, because for the most part, it's not really necessary. Urtikaiser with EP half does 20, or only costs 25 EP. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. But just using it is a great way to reduce the amount of time you're going to spend in battles. Now, like, I spent, I don't know, probably 20 seconds dicking around explaining things, but as you can see, we one-shotted one of them, and ×10, I like it very much so. Okay, I might as well show off your break zone at the moment, which is CB. And you should be down now, which makes life very easy for Ziggy to finish it off. Actually, I'm going to hit it once. And then I'm going to boost Ziggy and he can finish it off. And in the meantime, since I did that, I would like to do boost 1. Basically, the strategy with this one is keep Shion's EP up, so she'll be stocking at certain times, and then keep your boost count up, because those are the only 2 things that really affect her being able to annihilate enemies. I didn't get much points for that one, but that's fine. Actually, I think he has some of the better... Okay, never mind, he does not. But yeah, so we got some decent points that way. That's pretty much the only way to use this party. Now, again, you can swap in... You can swap in Chaos for Ziggy or whatever if you want. That's fine. I am going to now bring in the other party. Actually, you guys can move around. And not that that matters at all, but anyway, here is a ladder that we cannot do anything with until we press said button up there, so we should probably go press that button. In the meantime, let's move on through this area. This is the kind of a strange little factory. This we can't use until we press a different button. There's a lot of things we can't use until we press buttons around here. That seems to be the whole gimmick, I guess, of this. Now, yes, this is where I thought I was. So I'm going to turn on fast forward because there's a lot of these things to blow up. This one, yes, some items. Blow up a lot of these ones. And there's some more there. Ah, there we go. So yeah, those are all the items that you get there. Ride up this guy, and I believe spam the button, and we'll run into you. Now, hopefully there's a bunch of different enemies here that I can show off.
Allow me
or
to release
two.
Your soul.
That works too. Shut up, Jen. Anyway, so this dude is weak to Beam 200%, Thunder 300%, so that's one Shion can take care of with normal attacks if you want to. And weak to Ether with a break zone of BB. As you can see, with that trap or whatever, I was able to get things set up quite quickly. So you're weak to Ether. The other guy, Dion, is weak 300% to Ice and weak to Physical. So I'm going to have these two focus on that one. So Ice Sword on you. And then I'm going to have Momo focus on the other one. Of course, I'll probably need one of the other ones to break that first one first. But let's throw Thunder Sword on her in the meantime so that she can deal with that one quite easily. Basically, this is probably your best party all around for most of the game. I didn't just use a single type of character because I find that's kind of boring. But you can, you know, have however much fun you want to. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do enough damage to... maybe I will.
Eat this.
No, not enough. Oh well, you can cast Ice Sword on yourself and you can finish that guy off. Momo is going to finish the other guy off. Your break zone is BB. And no, I'm not going to do it on this round. I don't think... Well, she has Ether Burst. Let's try it. Yeah, she's probably going to be able to... Yeah, she's able to do it. She can one-shot this guy. Nice! Very nice, Momo. Alright, so we're going to boost you. And since I boosted somebody, unfortunately she doesn't have EP half, but we want to use boost 1 right away, keep our boost count really high for pretty much the entire time that we're here. And then we're going to... Oh, you have boost lock on, do you? Well, that's unfortunate. So CB. So that should be just enough to not kill it. I was hoping Jin would get a turn. Either that or he's in stun. What are you suffering from? Something L that's in my way, so I can't just kill this guy. Pretty much. So we'll stock there. And we'll boost you there, and use boost 1 to keep it going. Pretty much that's all I'm doing in this area. Keep boost up, keep your EP up. Make sure you use characters outside of battle to heal you. Probably didn't need boost 1 because I would have got it from just attacking this guy, but that's fine too. So that's how you take care of those two enemies. Pretty much all the other enemies around here, you know, there's one weak to thunder, one to aura, one to fire, one to ice. One to each element, pretty much, and except for beam. I think the same guy is weak to beam as thunder, but I don't really care about that. So, nope. We'll go over here, press this button, we get access to the stairs. Stairs are good. We will come back to the stairs in a moment, because I believe we get to go press another button now. Yay, lots of pressing buttons. I do like the music for this area. It's kind of relaxing, mysterious. I could see it kind of playing like a mystery story, a mystery, maybe like a TV episode or anything like that. That made the elevator down there work, by the way. But like say like an anime or that kind of thing, like an anime's take on a detective story. A very cliche, you know, film noir type of detective story. I believe we want to head out here. That should give us access to... If I'm where I think I am. That's good. And we can head across here. I don't know, the music they used for the bonus dungeons is actually pretty cool all around. I like the one in the desert as well. I can't remember the third theme off the top of my head. We'll get there eventually. We'll be able to analyze that one in due time. Hello! Do we have somebody new to show? Yes, we do. Probably should have healed, but oh well, that's fine. Now, you notice that Junior has full stock already. That's because of Overload. The Overload. 50% chance to stock 2 instead of 1 when using the stock command. That's why I have it set for everybody as well. I haven't really gone over what things I have set. Now, this dude is weird, the little green guy that we haven't faced yet. He sometimes heals me. I'm not really sure why he does that, but okay, that's fine too. So... You are Iacos, or Iacos, or however you want to pronounce you. You are weak to beam, 250%, 200% weak to fire, 150 to pierce, 150 to slash. So pretty much one of these two is going to take him out. And since it's your turn, didn't need to go all the way down there, might as well make it you. And Jin, you can work on the guy that's weak to ice, and again, Momo will take care of the other one. Let's see here. So you're going to focus on the ice one. I don't have enough damage to take you out in one round anyway, so I'll have to abuse some boosting for that. Yeah, sometimes he just does that, which does nothing. That's his favorite attack. He likes to use that C-bomb attack a lot. So kind of be aware of that if that's something that might hurt you. And Thunder Sword on Momo. And I am going to boost Junior right after himself. You have Fire Sword on, right? Yes. Okay, so your break zone is... no. Which one? There we go. CC. So I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to unload the rest of his, and hopefully that works out. Is that enough damage? Aw, really? Really? That sucked. Oh well. Now, let's see. It's going to be Momo's turn here in a minute. There we go. Yeah, he can use Quick. I'm not really worried about him using Quick all that much. Mainly because that guy's dead anyway, but even so, the enemies around here are strong, but with the characters we have and having Overlord, I'm thinking StarCraft again, Overload, and also having, what else we have, First Combo. When we have all these things, it just makes things a lot easier for us. You are going to do damage to you. So yeah, I'll just waste all yours because I don't think you can kill him. Maybe you can. So yeah, just attack you a couple of times. Guess you only need to hit you once, but that's fine. Not that you were weak to that, but I was just trying to get you out of the way. And what do we have here? On a critical slot, you can attack that. And you have the Flame Sword, so again, boost you. Boost 1, and I should have enough damage to take him out. Now, if you're wanting to do this faster, Xion would be the better option. Basically, okay, so there's one enemy. Did I really not kill you? I wanted to go over my notes. Okay. Well, since you're here, I forgot you don't have EPF. Oh well. Hopefully I get another turn and I can just attack him. There we go. He's dead now. I could have just killed him, but oh well. Skill times 4, I'll take it. Okay, so there are 2 enemies we have not run into yet. If you have pretty much any setup of enemies of the 3 we've seen, it's probably best to use Thunder Sword on Xion. If you run into one that we haven't seen, one of the two, he's actually absorbs thunder, and I'll tell you about him when we actually run into him. And so if that's the case, you'll want to use Fire Sword, because nobody is immune to Fire Sword. However, multiple enemies take reduced damage from fire, which is why Thunder's the better option, since most enemies take 100% damage or are weak to Thunder, save for that one enemy. I should probably heal. Healing would be a good idea. Do note, Xion is not the best choice for healing people outside of battle now. I think there's something down here. Don't be so excitable there, Junior. Biosphere. Biospheres could be useful now. We haven't really used any of this stuff that we've gotten, but Ether Pack S's are good here to be used on Xion, as are Biospheres if you need to. Not particularly in this dungeon, because there's a lot of save points to use, but anyway, that's there if you need them, speaking of save points. And, okay, ran into an enemy. Might as well run over the save point. That one was actually really nice. There was all three of the same enemies, so if I had Xion, it would have gone down in very short order. There's a bunch of items around here. I can't remember where they all are off the top of my head. There's one of them. Medkit L. Kind of useless, but okay. Head out here, and I believe we can head right back in. Yeah, we can't use that elevator yet. That's not working. So we need to head over here. And does this one have one? No, it does not. Okay. So there's a bunch here that have them and a bunch that don't. It's not really... This area is not really all that confusing. It's not like you can get lost in here, but it does take a little bit of getting used to. This bugs the hell out of me. We just got Secret Key 29, and I am going to go over this a little bit, but it just irritates me that we get it so late in the game to make it pretty much completely useless. So let's go down here. Let's see if I can use the right one. That would be beneficial. No, I'm going the wrong way. Okay, I was going the right way. Never mind. Before we fight a new enemy, that guy, I don't like that guy. That guy is kind of annoying. He does a lot of damage. So, let's take a look at skills. We got 29. Skill up, 15%. Costs 7,200 points. I did the math. Because math is difficult for me, I went with 7,500, so this was a nice round number. But you would need to get almost 50,000 skill points after getting this in order to just pay it off. Which is why I'm definitely not going to get it. There is no reason this is any value at this late point in the game. You don't need it. It doesn't help you. By the time we get 50,000 more points, we can finish out pretty much everything that we have left to finish. It was a horrible mistake of the game designers to make it so late that you get it and make it cost so much. There really should have just been the one that we got, where was it, here? This one should have been plus 25 and should have cost the exact same that it did for the 10 one, so that we could at least get more points. And that should be the same for both skill up and experience up. And if you're wondering, the next one we get in here, and it is experience up 15, which again is basically useless. That one's a little more useful if you want to max out your levels or anything like that, but I don't really care to do that. I hope I healed. Doesn't matter, I'm running away.
With her on our side, we can't lose.
You are so right, except for when they pincer her together and combo on her and then she dies. If that happens, we're kind of screwed. Did I heal? Good enough. There we go. That's a little better. Or we could fight an extra enemy too. That's fine. Okay, so this guy is 250% weak to Aura, 200 to Thunder, and weak to Ether with a break zone of CBB. So, as with pretty much all the battles in this area, yeah, they can use up, they can use air, they can use down, they can use boost. Don't want to be letting them attack characters when they're low on HP. This time, having him in this fight can actually be detrimental. The guy that just cast Quick there, so you may want to take him out relatively quickly. I would prefer in this fight to have Xion to just knock them all out right away. Because, yeah, I could just use Thunder Sword, or, yeah, Thunder Sword and just finish him off real quick. But I don't have that. So, instead, we will be using... Did I say you were weak to Thunder? So, again, Thunder on Momo. Momo will be taking them out relatively quickly. And then the other guy is still weak to Fire. So,
I'm sorry.
yeah, see, this is what I was talking about with the boosting and the lots of damage thing. The enemies around here are not easy.
Ether Drive.
Come back, Momo. And you boosted. Of course you boosted. If you kill her again, I will murder you. Okay, first thing, heal Momo. Yeah, pretty much you need strategy or at least survivability in pretty much all the fights going forward. Ow! Ow! I might be running from this fight. This is not very nice. So I don't have that status anymore, do I? So you need to heal. Wow, I healed before this fight and I still am taking way too much damage. Okay, this is starting to hurt. Okay, so who do I want to kill first? I want to kill dude with fire. So I'm not going to worry about killing characters on special slots. I would really like to get out of this fight alive. You know what? I'm running. Screw this. This is just not going to work. This video's gone on long enough. I will come back next time and we will take these guys out without dying 18 times. That's all for this one. And if I don't die, I'll see you guys next time.